Jimmy, a 1-1 draw tonight. What's your verdict on out there tonight?
Similar to Tuesday, we actually started the game well. We were well in the game, started it well. The sending off changes the game completely, of course it does. I suppose the sending off changes the game, and then they score probably 5 minutes after, roughly. And you're thinking, we've got to manage the next 10-15 minutes to get to half time, which in the end we did. We regrouped. There was no panic in the dressing room. We've been in this situation before. No panic. There was a clear plan, moving into the second half, and I thought second half we were the better team. Brad pulled off a few worldy saves, but with 10 men we have to expect that he's going to have to. But over the course of the game, I said to the lads at half time, the longer we keep it at 1-0, the more they'll worry, because we are, like I say, we are a threat. We were a threat, and again, probably last 10 minutes they got on top. We're then defending for our lives. Of course, we are similar to Stamford, but before that, I thought we were good value to get back in the game. And again, another 1 or 2 half chances, especially with 10 men, what you can expect. And another day, we might even pick up all 3, but similar to Tuesday. We score the goal, we get back to 1-1, and then it's a case of, we want to try and nick the game, but we have to make sure we don't lose it.
Obviously, I thought the second half was a lot better. I mean, we battled really well that second half, especially with 10 men. You obviously mentioned about Foster making 3 really good saves, but obviously building on the point from Tuesday and tonight, it's little steps in the right direction.
It is, like I said, I'm disappointed that we haven't won the game, because we started the game well, and I think if we continue that throughout the 90 minutes, I think we're in a good position to pick up more points than just 1. The red card changes the game, but through circumstance you kind of go in, look, the boys have dug in, and I said to them just after there, I can't ask for any more in the second half. I can't ask for them to run anymore. They're putting their bodies on the line. We're trying to protect Brad as much as we can, and when we can't protect Brad's pulling things out the bottom corner. Do you know what I mean? I can't ask for any more, and their attitude and their application. I was just proud of their second half performance.
Obviously, the other positive, is to keep the home league unbeaten record going. Obviously, what other positives can you take from tonight?
Again, I think we started the game well without being electric again. I think, but we're solid in the game. We're more front foot. We got the ball into better areas quicker, which is something that we sort of spoke about after Tuesday night, and moving into these winter months we're going to have to do. But there was also a little bit of quality in there as well. Now a touch more quality, and we'll create more chances, and hopefully we'll get ahead in the game earlier. But I thought before the red card we were okay in the game, and also we weren't really under two. They didn't really threaten our goal all that much. So you can take that from the game, and then the second half, like I say, I thought overall we deserved at least a point from our second half performance. They'll be disappointed that they put us to bed with 10 men, of course they will, but I think our boys deserve credit because we didn't let them.
Just moving on to Tuesday now, obviously we've got Leiston here. So what sort of things are you looking for? Obviously we want the 3 points, but how do we go about getting them?
Yeah, we're looking at another front foot performance. We want a front foot performance, one where the boys are doing everything for this football club to pick up points. We're probably on the wrong side of a few moments at the moment. Fairly obvious refereeing decisions and things like that, and we're just on the wrong side of it at the moment. Now, at some point that will turn, and at some point we'll get a decision. At some point we'll maybe even get away with one, or whatever it may be. At some point it will turn, and we've got to keep fighting. We've got to stay on the front foot, so that we're ready. And again, I said it Tuesday night. I believe it's gonna turn, because the boys in there, even when we went down to 10 men, there was no panic. There was no, we're right behind each other, and that gives me belief. That gave me belief in the second half that we could get something from the game, and that also gives me belief moving forwards that we'll pick up more points.